think this is just going to be a smaller, shorter video today. I just wanted to talk to everybody today. My subject is about how, as women, we sometimes find that as we get older, abandoning ourselves is probably more important than trying to repair what's lost or forgive what's been unforgiven for so long. And there's my little Button. Hello, Button. I get my little nose lick every day. Every day, get my little nose lick. Oh, there she is. How are you doing today, Button? Button's only 6.5, so she's not gonna have to worry about feeling left out or abandoned throughout her life, because as far as I'm concerned, and as far as I'm going to be here, she will be always looked after. And you too, this is my other little puppy. Come on. She's gonna come up and say hi. No, you have to come over here. Up over here. Here she is. Oh, there she is. There's my puppy. There's my girl. Gets pretty dark, so you can't really see. But Button's always in the picture because she's perched up on the couch. I know it sounds strange, especially if you're younger. You start out in a really great relationship maybe, and things start to go along, and you're always relying upon the other one to fill in the gaps, where you might not be able to do something, they can. And that further extends into many areas, depending on people to give you the kind of gratification that you might need in a physical way. And you might come to even expect it, and that it's their responsibility to make you feel a certain way. And I know that I have had to learn as well, is that it's not that way. It just can't be that way. We might want to give the credit to other people for looking after us so well, but what happens when that stops? What happens when our partner, changes? And we all change. We're human, and it's okay to change. It's okay to have times in our life when we're just not feeling the same way. But do we take it out on our partner and expect them to grow along with us when they're maybe growing in what we would say a different way, or a different occupation? Like maybe they change their jobs, and then a whole new group of people become their co-workers or even their employees, depending on what they're doing. Some things change for people that they can't even explain. I know with myself, menopause has been an incredible journey. And so when I start this channel, I think about not just, sorry, all the glare. I don't know how to get rid of that. If anybody has any suggestions in the comments, let me know. But I didn't want to make this channel just about what I do for healing, because it is going to be a big part of it. But it's also, what I can do for other people's healing. I think the other thing that we can do for people is not do anything. Why? We're not really responsible for other people and how they decide to heal or not heal. And it's not it's not for us to judge what they're doing or not doing. For instance, one of the things I don't like is clutter, especially because all my life I prided myself in not having clutter. So it bothers me to the extent where I can feel edgy and uncertain. I like clean, open spaces where I can see my stuff. If I have to look for my stuff all the time, and I know I have it somewhere, then I go on a rampage and I find it. But I don't usually do that because I usually have everything kept in a certain area, and I know where to find most of the things that I need. So I have to realize that it, I can do so much. I can't make somebody change in order for me to feel better. Because for them, having a lot of clutter is their way of feeling better. And it's very difficult for people to change that. So I, I just want to talk to as many people who are eager and willing to listen, maybe, become a part of the tribe. That we owe it to ourselves to get to know ourselves. And if we've been dependent on somebody else for a long, long time, maybe it is time to look deeper inside of ourselves and find something that we can do. Come on, come on. Let's find something that we can do to fulfill ourselves instead of worrying about them. For me, I keep as much as I can clean, and all the spaces that I use are uncluttered as much as I possibly can. I'd like to have more furniture to put things or shelving units, but that would include hiring people to come in and do the work, and it's not easy. People might think it's really easy to hire people to come in and do work for you. So before we get into some of the methods that I teach, or that if somebody asked me that I don't teach, but if somebody asked me, what do you do to keep well? Last week I had brain fog and chronic fatigue all week, and I do always have pain in this leg, even though most of the pain that I had is in my legs and my arms. A lot of it has subsided to a degree due to using the Beamer mat, and I will show you that mat one day. I would like to demonstrate it, and it also comes with red light and spot treatment for areas of the body that are in a lot of pain and you need a bit of extra circulation running in those areas. And that is the big thing that the Beamer does. It helps with the circulation. Without it, I wouldn't be probably starting these videos. And like I said, it's been something that has been a part of my thoughts for a long time. So I'm not sure if I'll do very well at it, or if anybody would be interested in hearing more about the things that I've done in order to succeed to a point where I don't suffer too much from inflammation. I think that if I was going to put it on a scale of how much I've improved since last June due to the Beamer, I would say it varies, but let's say 75%. And the other 25% is still dealing with my legs, just not operating to the degree that I would like them to. They often feel very heavy and weighted down. So I'm not sure that if everybody struggles from the exact same issues. I know that in many of the Beamer, or in many of the groups that I am in for chronic pain, especially dealing with fibromyalgia, people do talk about their ankles and their feet giving them a lot of pain. Restless leg syndrome is huge, so I'm sure I'm not the only one that does suffer from that. Other than that, I keep active as much as I can, and I believe, though, a lot of fibromyalgia, after the research that has finally come in, has a lot more to do with our own mental regulation and how we survive daily without having that person around that we always thought would be there for us in the same way. Maybe they're still around, but not in the same way. And we miss that. We yearn that. We mourn it. We mourn it so much, in fact, it sometimes takes us to a place of despair that we can never recover from. And that isn't good for us either. I've always wanted to better myself, and I feel that when you're dealing with chronic pain and you get brain fog, it's really, really difficult to know where to start when it comes to the brain fog, especially because it debilitates you to the point where you can't really think very much. You have a hard time following a thought process. Like if you thought, okay, I'm going to make cookies today, well, you might not be able to make them. it just, you might peter out. So it just depends on the day, and every day is different for people that suffer from chronic pain. I think the number one thing too is to forgive yourself. So forgive yourself, stay motivated, stay active. I also use Amy's vegan yoga. I'll put a description in the link below. That is the most active that I can be, and I can't do every one of her videos. She has many, many different types of videos, but I do enough that I keep in good shape and continue doing them so that I will be in better shape. I mean, it's something that we all have to keep working on, and it makes me feel happy to be able to do that and to be able to share some of this information with you. So if you're interested in hearing more, you know how this process works. Don't hit like, don't subscribe. I'm just kidding. You can do what you like, and I just want to wish you all a very, very happy week. If you have any comments about what I've spoken about, please leave them in the comment section. I'd love to hear from you, and I hope to be able to continue doing these videos. Thank you. Have a great day. Peace out.